Welcome to Global Economic Press, where we deliver trusted global finance and economic news, analysis, and reports, empowering leaders and investors with reliable, timely insights. I'm your host, Alex Brady. In today's episode, we delve into the fascinating world of mobile gaming, exploring how it's not just a pastime, but also a potential income source for many Americans. We'll discuss the findings of a recent survey by KashKick, which sheds a light on the habits and economic implications of mobile gaming in the United States. Stay tuned as we uncover how this digital trend is shaping everyday life and financial opportunities. Mobile gaming has quietly become one of America's most consistent daily habits. The global mobile gaming market reached $126 billion in 2025, according to Statista, and the average United States mobile gamer plays multiple times a week. But the more interesting question isn't how big the market is. It's what people are actually doing with all that time. A new KashKick survey of 128,218 United States mobile gamers offers a clearer picture. 64% of respondents play mobile games every day or multiple times a day. 28% report typical sessions of 10 to 20 minutes. Another 25% play in 21 to 30-minute sessions. Most players are not hardcore gamers. 57% say mobile is the only platform they play on at all, and 69% name puzzle games like Candy Crush or Tetris as one of their three most played genres. In other words, short sessions, casual genres woven into everyday life. The kind of activity that fits between work emails, on a commute, or before bed, the moments when most people would otherwise be scrolling something else. That habit pattern is what makes the rise of earn-while-you-play platforms more than a niche curiosity. If millions of Americans are already opening puzzle games for 20 minutes a day, the question of whether that time can produce a small income, even just enough to offset gas, a streaming subscription, or grocery costs, becomes a practical one, turning play into payouts. KashKick is one of the platforms in the Get Paid to Play games category, a category that has grown alongside the broader mobile gaming boom. The model is straightforward. Brands and game publishers pay platforms like KashKick to introduce their games to new players, and platforms share that revenue with members who hit specific milestones, reaching level 10, playing for a set number of days, or completing in-game achievements. For the audience in the survey, the model fits the existing behavior. 67% primarily play on iOS smartphones and 24% on Android, meaning the typical setup, phone in hand, casual session, already matches the format. The shift isn't asking anyone to game more or differently. It's asking them to log in through a platform that pays out for the time they were already spending. The behavior is already there, said Katie Nelson, head of consumer research at KashKick. People are playing daily, in short bursts, mostly on their phones. What's changed is that some of them are starting to ask whether that time can do double duty, be both the break they wanted and a small payout at the end of it. Discovery happens on social, not the App Store. The survey also points to where this audience finds new games, and it's not where the industry tends to focus. Half of KashKick mobile gamers, 50%, say they discover new mobile games through social media advertisements, making it the single largest discovery channel. App Store recommendations follow at 42%, with word of mouth from friends trailing at 23%. YouTube and gaming blogs come in even lower. That pattern is consistent with how the earn-to-play category has grown, predominantly through paid social rather than App Store features or organic search. For people curious about whether the model works, the entry point is usually an Instagram or TikTok ad rather than a search result. A small income, not a replacement income. The realistic framing matters. Earn-to-play platforms aren't a path to replacing a paycheck. Typical earnings for casual users run between $20 and $40 per month, according to third-party reviews of the category. Power users with active referrals can push past $500, but that requires consistent engagement. For someone whose mobile gaming habit was already there, however, that range is meaningful. It's the difference between a hobby that costs nothing and a hobby that pays for a tank of gas, a few gift cards, or a streaming service. In an economy where 83% of United States adults, roughly 216 million people, report financial stress, strain, or uncertainty, Edward Jones, Watts Gallup, June 2026. Small income streams that don't require additional time or effort are increasingly attractive. For anyone curious about how to make money playing video games without changing what they already do on their phone, the survey suggests the audience is bigger and the habit deeper than the industry's spending-focused narrative would imply. The KashKick Mobile Gaming Habit Survey was fielded in June 2026 among 128,218 KashKick members in the United States. Industry figures reference publicly available data from Statista and the Edward Jones Gallup Money and Meaning Study, June 2026.